15.
The FBI describes him as a serial sexual predator, a professional photographer facing sex charges in 2 states after allegedly assaulting young models.
We are aware we have photographs and other videos related to individuals that we've not been able to identify.
The investigation started last fall when police in Carlsbad, California arrested Robert Koester. Police say the 52-year-old admitted taking naked photos of an underage model.
She came forward to her parents, and her parents and the victim came forward to us.
Court records show Koester told police he took nude photos of underage girls to get them comfortable with taking pornographic photos for their adult modeling careers. In November, Koester was charged with 23 sex-related crimes in San Diego County. And today, prosecutors in Oregon announced there were additional charges. A Yamhill County grand jury indicted Koester on 32 counts, including rape and sodomy. Investigators say Koester often brought models from out of state to his farm in rural Yamhill County for photo shoots. Detectives are still going through the evidence to try and find additional victims.
It's hard to give you an estimate of the number of victims, and in part because the amount of information which has been seized and yet to be analyzed is huge.
Police say Koester, who also goes by Bert Kay and Rake Winter, has worked as a professional photographer since the 1990s, primarily on the West Coast. They hope other victims will contact the FBI. Kyle Aboshi, KGW News.